In District 10, that's the district you're in right now. It also encompasses Koreatown, where I live. I have been working the last 8 weeks with members of the Bus Riders Union and other community members. We are exploring the issue of, what are we exploring? I don't remember anymore. I'm so nervous. Environmental justice. Something that I did not know much about 8 weeks ago, and that's when we first met 8 weeks ago in this space. And we've met every Saturday doing a crash course in environmental justice. We did a toxic tour of South Los Angeles with Communities for a Better Environment. We did a crash course in climate justice and transit justice. We did a puppeteering workshop with Paul Zaloom, all this stuff in 8 weeks, and we put together the show you're going to see today. So really important. This is our first time performing for an audience and our last time performing for this audience. So we just want to make sure your cell phones are turned off. What's that? You want to send one more message? Tell them they're not at the show and they suck. So the only people that you will hear in the audience is our translator. Where's our? We have a Korean translator. Say everyone. This is the only one allowed to talk. This is Ina, everybody. So she is translating from Korean to English. I think everyone else should be fine. We have a Spanish to English translator too, but we don't. We have some people with that stuff. Okay, so there's. This is like the UN and live performance at the same time. It's amazing. The rest of you're allowed to laugh and do this and scream, yay! But this, like, what are you gonna do after this? When are they gonna serve the food? Blah, blah, blah. No, it's not allowed, okay? Only these two can talk. Other than that, yeah, we're gonna do this performance for you that we put together in the last few weeks. We're so proud. The only thing is the performers will not come out unless you really cheer them on and show them that you're excited about them coming. If you don't, we're not going to do a show. So.
Estimado público, ¿no les llega un olor?
Do you smell that?
Huele hermoso, delicioso, rico.
That's the smell of hope.
Oh, bienvenidos, estimado público. Buenas tardes todos aquí presentes. Espero que disfruten nuestra actuación. La dedicamos exclusivamente para todos ustedes. Quiero decirles bien claro que nosotros venimos del futuro, pero deseo humildemente que ustedes detecten nuestras deformidades en las cuales nosotros nos encontramos. Miren nada más qué tumor tan grande tengo hoy, y la verdad, tengo un parche porque sufrí un accidente en este ojo a causa de haber tomado tanta agua contaminada. Nuestra tierra está tan contaminada en este futuro que es puritita destrucción. ¿A ustedes les gustaría vivir esta situación en la cual nosotros estamos? ¿Quién de ustedes levanta la mano y dice sí? ¡Oh, my God! Pero déjenme decirle algo muy importante. Nosotros acabamos de llegar aquí al presente, a donde nosotros podemos hacer un cambio muy especial. Pero necesitamos la colaboración de todos ustedes. ¿Desean ayudarnos en una lucha a donde haya cambios en este futuro? Pero un futuro constructivo, a donde ya no haya toda esta destrucción.
Hello to every single one of you who has chosen to be present here with us this evening. We are so very happy to be here with you in this moment in history. You've all come from work, from the movie, from dates, from your homes, from wherever. Where we have come from the future. A future where Mother Earth has long since taken her wrathful revenge on humanity. A future where there is little, if any, hope of forcing those who are most responsible for genocide and complete environmental destruction responsible. That is the future where we are from. A future without hope. And that is why we have come back to be in this moment with all of you. Because in this moment in history, if you open your hearts, if you organize like hell, if you fight, there's plenty to be hopeful about. And so that is why we're here with all of you, to take you on a tour of your present world, on this bus, a tour of our future world, and if, and only if, we have the courage to muster up the collective dreams of a just future, we will go there too tonight. So let's see if this bus actually works. So let's see here. If we press on the accelerator, we should go forward.
No.
Well, this is operation. Okay, let's try this again. Now, when I press on the accelerator, the bus should go forward.
Where are your seatbelts?
Alright, half speed appears to work. Let's now try the full speed. When I press on the accelerator, the bus should go forward. Welcome to Malibu, California in the year 2012. Malibu, California, population 112,000, 88% white, median income $125,000, SPF 56.
I'm so stressed out. My maid died last night.
What?
I know. Now I have to find another one.
Why did you have to do that?
I know. And sometimes they don't even speak English.
Why? Yeah, we should charge them for that.
Silver Line.
Yes.
Siguiente parada.
Welcome to Silver Lake, California! Silver Lake, California, population 80,000, 81% white, median family 96%! Ironic!
Now there you are. What's happened with your new script?
I've given it up for a little bit. I've been working my poetry. Screenwriting's just too much of a commitment.
Can I order a double mocha frappuccino slide latte? Hold the phone. No, actually, hold the phone.
You're not gonna
You should get phones.
Hold the phone!
Siguiente parada, Corea Town.
Welcome to Koreatown, California, year 2012!
안녕하십니까. 제 이름은 김희복이고요. 여기 우리 단체에서는 희복이가 안 부르고 프라마 김윤이다.
Hi everyone, my name is Nicole Kim, but I'm better known in the Bus Riders Union as Grandma Kim.
바쁘신데 많이 와줘서 대단히 감사합니다.
So thank you for coming despite all of your busy schedules.
저는 지금으로부터 한 80년 전에 한국에 있을 때 시골에 사는데 그 수정같이 맑은 깨끗한 물이 있어요. 그 물을 먹어도 배가 안 아프고 아주 너무너무 아주 시원하고 맛있었어요.
So 80 years ago, I was in rural Korea, and back then the water were so crystal clear and so clean. You could just drink from the streams and not even get sick.
근데 그 물에 가서 고기도 잡아서 반찬을 해 먹고요.
And you could just catch fish right out of the water and make, meals out of it.
그럼 또 들에 가면 아주 채소가 너무너무 아주 그 올게닉이에요. 농약도 안 치고 너무 좋은 거예요. 그래서 그거 갖다가 반찬도 해 먹고.
So you could just go to the fields and there's so much vegetation, naturally organic. You could just eat it and make food out of it.
산에 가면 그냥 사과, 배, 복숭아, 온갖 과일이 풍성해요. 근데 그냥 따서 그냥 손으로 비비고 이렇게 해서 먹지 씻질 않아요. 너무 깨끗해요. 너무 맛있어서.
So you could go to the mountains and there's just fruit everywhere. There's apples, pears, strawberries, and you don't even have to wash it with water. You just wipe it on your clothes and you eat it.
그런데 어느 날은 어떻습니까? 물도 사 먹어야 돼요.
So what is it like today? You even have to buy water.
물도 물장수가 너무 많아. 수백 가지야. 근데 그거를 마음대로 먹을 수가 없어.
So there's like hundreds of different kinds of water brands, but you just have to choose one.
제 오지의 삼국에 가서 물을 그냥 뺏어오다시피 싸구려를 갖다가 그냥 병에 다녀서 파는데 그것도 믿을 수가 없어요.
So what they do is that they steal that water from third world nations and they just put it in plastic bottles. You can't even trust the water that we're drinking.
그런데 돈 많은 부자는 비싼 물을 사 먹지만 우리 같은 가난한 소민은 비싼 물을 못 먹잖아요.
And so for wealthy people, they can buy all those expensive brands of water, but for us, we can't do that.
그래서 그 제3국의 그 가난한 사람들은 질병에 걸리고 병이 굉장히 많습니다.
So it's mostly people who are low income, folks from third world nations who are ridden with the most diseases because of that.
옛날에는 어떤 병 무슨 아토피 또 당뇨병 또 아즈마 이런 병이 굉장히 많잖아요.
And so back then, this diseases I had never even heard of, eczema, asthma, allergies. We're seeing all these new diseases come up.
이름 모를 병이 너무 많아서 참 곤란한데 우리가 이거 참 큰 문제라고. 근데 저는 이렇게 90평생 살다 가지만은 2세, 3세 우리 후세들을 위해서 굉장히 걱정이 많습니다.
And so, because of all these diseases, it's such a big worry. And although, I might pass on, that our generations to come are still gonna have to face this. And so, I worry very much for what's gonna happen after.
You all should be worried too.
Próxima parada,
horno.
Welcome to Vernon, California, the year 2012. Population 112. An exclusively industrial city just 5 miles south of downtown Los Angeles.
Yeah, my baby worked all day. Yeah, my baby worked all night. When it came time for loving me, they say, honey, baby, that factory sure got me beat. And we were some meanies, cause the lead in our blood. So they said we had sus copitas, then I was serving mine. Cause there's a liquor store in every block. Why not get intoxicated to blend in with these intoxicated skies? And then one night my baby, he came home coughing up blood. They gave all the days they had for a goddamn piece of slime.
I remember visiting my grandmama's house in Glendora, Mississippi. Back then, those times we were rolling tires and playing hopscotch in the dirt, building mud pies. All kinds of people died for all kinds of reasons back then. The stories Grandma told me used to give me chills. I can just remember back with the people in the town screaming, "Get in the house! Get in the house! The plane is coming!" And we would all jump inside. And there that plane would come swooping down, spraying the whole town with white, milky chemicals, fuming all over by the railroad tracks right next to the big factory. Who would have guessed that they were doing more than just killing insects? They were killing us.
Taken from my grandmama's arms and placed in a plastic wrap line. Mama, tell me where we're going, cause I feel we won't make it out alive. I remember La Tierra where I used to play. It was as soft as the clouds of the heavenly day. Now all I got is plastic bottles, plastic bags, and potholes. Mama, tell me why you do this, why you doing this to us. Cause empty bottles all I see, and we still ain't got nothing to eat.
Boom. Hi, my name is Rogelio. I've currently been working in the factory in the city of Vernon. We work with a chemical called UV. So the problem with this chemical is that it's very toxic. If it gets on your skin and stays there for more than 5 minutes, you get a rash. And if it stays there longer, you get cancer. And at work, they give us no protective gear, no face masks, no gloves, and no time to go wash your hands if you do get some UV on you. All of this, and we have to stay in the factory the whole day, even on our lunch break. There's a lot of immigrant workers working there, and we're all getting paid below minimum wage. Boom. Boom.
Gonna organize the workers, community leaders, and religiosos too. Estudiantes en la lucha, oh Lord, make sure everybody else comes through. Cause oh baby, baby, we all got them burning blues. Cause London's taking everything we love, but London's gonna pay for what it's done. Taggart!
You all live in. Now we will take you to our world. You'll see what it's like if you all stay there in your seats and do nothing. You'll see the world that's heading for all of us. Brace yourselves.
Aquí lo que ustedes ven es el último jardín comunitario. Pongan mucha atención porque lo tenemos que observar en cuanto a la actuación que les den.
Here we have arrived at a very important moment in future history. This here before you that you are about to see is the very last stand of the very last community garden on earth. Watch closely.
Community gardens provide affordable and nutritious food for the community.
Community gardens provide spaces for exercise, therapy, and recreation.
Community gardens encourage self-reliance and social interaction.
Community gardens promote economic development and income equality.
Community gardens are also a wonderful place to make out or escape your parents when you have too many chores to do. Or have homework that takes like 10 minutes, but your parents tell you, no, it takes 30 minutes. Why are you doing just chilling in a community garden?
Community gardens are great because they provide alternatives to big agro-businesses.
But community gardens don't make the money that a plastic bag factory makes. Welcome to the Plastic Bag Factory! Used to be a community garden, but it isn't anymore. Look! The kids love playing with plastic bags. They don't even miss the community garden. We have plastic babies.
Oh, Ketia, darling, when do you think our plastic children are going to have their first plastic teeth?
Oh, look! What is coming out?
In the plastic city, there's plastic sex.
Oh my god! We don't have to use rubbers! Yes!
Of course, there's plastic surgery.
Doctor, they're just like real ones, all lopsided.
take us into our green future with showing us what green capitalism can actually do for us all. And we have a commercial for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Keandre Bell!
Thank you very much, Cynthia, and good evening, audience. Do you get tired of having your natural foods processed with MSG, GMOs, radiation, pesticides, and chemicals that you just can't pronounce?
Yes.
Well, I'm here to introduce to you green capitalism's latest invention. Would you like to hear about it? Yeah! This new innovative product is called the Moleculizer! The Moleculizer takes genetically modified foods and splits apart all the ingredients, toxic and non-toxic, to its most original, pure form. Would you like to see how it works? Yeah! Who has food to drink with them right now?
Me.
Come on up! What is your name, young man?
Rich.
Good evening, Rich. I see you have a 16-ounce can of Pepsi Cola.
Yes, I know, and I know in the long run it's not good for me with all the phosphorus acid and the citric acid and the natural flavors and God knows what else is in there. What should I do, Keandre?
Well, how about I put this drink inside the Moleculizer? Would you like to see that, audience? Yes! All right, here it goes. Well, look at this. The Pepsi has now turned into two objects. One bottle of mountain spring water without the carbon, and a bottle of high fructose corn syrup, the two main ingredients in Pepsi and other soft drinks. Now you have two choices to choose from. One that is an important, essential, life-sustaining drink to humans, and one that contributes to obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, a fatty liver, and cellulite hanging from the bottom of your ass.
Wow, this is amazing, Keandre! Soda will now be a thing in my past, but this machine looks so expensive.
Yes, Rich, that's because it is expensive. We do this so we can serve the white race, while all the minorities will get to eat their KFC, drink their fluoridated water, and eventually one by one will have cancer in the colon, stomach, and brain, and will die a very slow and very painful death. The official price for the Moleculizer is $102,795.49.
That's too damn expensive. I can't afford that.
Thank you very much for sharing your story with us, Rich. The Moleculizer. You've seen it and heard it, ladies and gentlemen. But wait, there is more. If you place your order within the next 30 minutes, you will get the latest invention free of charge. Brought to you by the Colonize and Invade Corporation called the Gentrifier. The Gentrifier works just like the Moleculizer, only this time with people. That's right, we can make any person of color turn white. Now granted, it does sound a little unrealistic, but you can only see it to believe it.
Oh my god, I'm white!
You've seen it with your own eyes, ladies and gentlemen. What was once a strong, independent black woman has now turned into a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white man. I know that this is a life-altering change for you, but I promise you, your life will be far less stressful. You will have much better credit. You no longer have to buy Indian and European hair extensions, and police will no longer beat you and harass you. You can even illegally adopt an African baby, and America will fall in love with you for it. Thank you for sharing your story with us, Rainisha.
My name's not Rainisha, it's Cynthia.
Whatever, goodbye. That made and colonized corporation and subsidized by the United States federal government so every American citizen can have one free of charge. I'm afraid we're out of time. Thank you so much, audience. This is Keandre Bell Washington signing off. Good night and be healthy. Bye.
Are you sick and tired of nature, of clear blue skies, of sparkling beaches and lush green vegetation?
Hell yeah! Oh yeah, nature sucks! Yeah! Hell yeah, nature for pussy! Yeah! Nature for pussy! Nature for pussy! Nature for pussy!
Well, Brett, no longer. The island of Tuvalu is no more.
What's Tuvalu?
What's Tuvalu, you ask? Well, Tuvalu was the fourth smallest country in the world until global warming came into play and sunk it to the bottom of the ocean.
Hell yeah, Tuvalu sucks! Break up pollution! Taking down third world countries! Hell yeah!
Yeah!
Nature's for pussy! Nature's for pussy! Nature's for pussy!
In its place grew the island of plastic, where you can roll around in endless escapes of plastic bags. Take a swim in a polluted ocean. Put a new spin on sex on the beach.
It's all I do sex on the beach! Nature's for pussy! Nature's for pussy! Nature's for pussy!
And we also gave the indigenous population jobs. So come to Tuvalu and bring your wallet.
The U.S. comprises 4% of the world population, yet emits 25% of all the world's greenhouse gases. That's hot.
Black people are super more times to have asthma attacks. I love you. Come and see me. You know what I am.
You better work. You better work. Ow! Yes!
Children of color are 3 to 4 times more likely to live right by a freeway.
But from my penthouse, the view is fierce.
¿Sabían ustedes que el 40% de la población de Los Ángeles es de origen latino? Y sin embargo, el 60% de ellos viven en áreas contaminadas. Pero, ¿qué importa? Si así son felices, ¡muéranse!
Work it, work it,
Every year, over 1 trillion bags get consumed worldwide.
That means more than 1 million plastic bags are used per minute. But there's no plastic here.
You better work.
Las bolsas de plástico tardan hasta 1000 años en descomponerse.
And less than 5% of plastic bags are recycled in the United States.
Por eso el vestido nunca se va a descomponer.
And once you go black, you never go back.
Los Angeles, California, LA Metro spends over 90% of its funds on a rail system that only 10% of its riders use, 40% of which are white. Meanwhile, the bus system, which has seen close to 1 million hours of bus service cuts in the last 4 years, is 90% of color and receives only 10% of the funding. Pero qué bueno que soy tan guapo.
A ver ustedes, díganme, ¿él es guapo?
Sí, yo soy el más guapo.
Pues yo por ti, querido, porque aquí la guapa soy yo, tesoro.
No soy yo.
Your future is now because you get a bag and you get a bag and you get a bag! Consume me!
El presente del futuro, algo creativo y mejoras que deseamos para nosotros mismos.
Now you've seen the world that we come from. I ask you all to look inside your hearts. Is this the world that you want yourselves to live in? Is this the world that you want your children to live in? No. But we will not leave you on this note here tonight. No, as promised, we will attempt to go forward to a just vision of the future. But we cannot get there alone. In order to arrive at this vision, we need a collective effort from everyone here today. Are you all ready for that? Se puede, sí 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 se puede.
We're gonna pick it by the entrance, we're gonna pick it all around. And we won't let those pigs pass till we burn that hellhole through the ground. We're gonna build a giant vacuum, send the fumes to the west side. Para que sepamos gringos lo que no es poder respirar. And then they'll join us in singing. Oh baby, baby we don't got them burning blue. Cause Bonnie took everything we love, but Bonnie's gonna pay for what it's done. Oh, Bonnie's gonna pay for what it's done. Yeah, Bonnie's gonna pay for what it's done. Cause oh baby, baby we all got that burning blue.
Hear that music, that celebration, because in 2080, the city of LA, the people of color of the city of LA, black, brown, Asian, oppressed people, took over the city. They got tired of seeing each other die by the thousands, seeing their family die of cancer, lung disease, asthma. So they took over the city because they were tired of the pollution, and they saw that that was the only solution to make sure that the planet wasn't gonna get extinct because of global warming. And they saw that the only way to stop global warming was to end the addiction that LA has for oil and air pollution. So it wasn't easy. Many people died in this takeover, but the ones that survived make sure to begin anew, to create a new society where people could live sustainably. So the first thing they did when the revolution took over was to ban all cars, to ban all airplanes. And since they only had buses for transportation, they had to create new ways of creating their own things and also grow their own food. Parking lots were converted into community gardens. And children learned how to grow fruits and vegetables in schools. Finally, the city learned to live sustainably and heal the wounds of oppression. One by one, the larger cities followed LA's lead, and little by little, the planet was finally healed.
In my just world, my father wouldn't have smoked cigarettes, and he would have lived to be 58, or longer than 58. And my grandmother would have lived to be 100, just as she has always wanted. In my just world, my family wouldn't be so addicted to cars and fast food. We would live in a neighborhood where we could walk everywhere, and affordable, healthy food choices would be the only option. Animals wouldn't be injected with hormones, and the labels on food wouldn't have organic and grain-fed, because everything would be organic and grain-fed. In my just world, fast food would be illegal, and exercise would be a part of everyday life. Walking to work, to the market, to the park, home. In my just world, you could breathe in safe air. You could breathe in clean air and exhale music. And in my just world, this beautiful and romantic sunsets wouldn't be colored by pollution, but with justice, peace, and love.
In my just world, I want all the governments of the world to spend less money on warfare and spend more money on comprehensive health insurance so everybody can afford health insurance. I also want the lakes, the rivers, and the streams to have pure water, free from contamination of all spills and offshore drilling by oil companies.
When I was told the saying, "You are what you eat," I assumed it was only about physical beauty and physical health. I was 16 years old at the time. I was so young and so naive back then. Almost 12 years later, looking back on it now more than ever, I realized that phase had a double meaning. I was at least half right though. You eat healthy foods, you have stronger bones, you get clearer skin, etc. You eat processed foods, your face breaks out, you're more vulnerable to life-threatening illnesses, etc. The other half I missed was mental health and the human soul. As a believer in Jesus Christ, I know that if I eat more directly from God's earth, instead of touching anything, let alone look at anything industrialized in Satan's corporate world, I will lead a healthier life spiritually. To do this, I must learn self-discipline, day in and day out. I can write a poem called Humanity's Just World and put it over there or print out 100 copies for each and every one of you guys to read, but if I don't start practicing what I preach, I might as well become a Washington, D.C. politician. I truly believe that if a person wants to change their outside world, he or she must look deep inside their soul and heart one point in time to decide their fate in life. My point is not trying to convert anyone to Christianity or have a moral supremacy over others. What I'm telling everybody, especially myself, is that anything you take from the planet, you must give back so the other generation, the next generation, can replenish to the following generation, so they can replenish to the next generation, and so on and so on. Live right, love unconditionally, hope eternally, have everlasting faith. That is my personal just world.
저의 이상적인 세상은 뭐냐 하면요, 국경이 없으면 좋겠습니다.
So my idea of a just world is a world without national borders.
그리고 자유와 평등, 평화, 또 전쟁 없는 세상이 얼마나 좋습니까? 낙원입니다.
So also I want justice, peace, and equality. A world without war would be paradise.
저는 6.25 전쟁의 상당한 피해자입니다.
So I am someone who have received a lot of scars from the Korean War.
Would have equal opportunity to get education.
Yeah.
Yes.
In my ideal world, my best friend, better known as my dog, would pick up after himself, so I wouldn't have to worry about picking
In
up.
my just world, there would be no hunger, and access to healthy, nutritious food would be a right.
Gente aquí presente, para un futuro justo, la verdad para mí es que todas las razas somos importantes, somos especiales y mi único deseo es que valemos más por lo que somos internamente que por todo lo que hay material, y que si nos unimos entre todos lograremos algún día tener un excelente futuro.
In my just world, there will be an end to all forms of exploitation.
El mundo ideal es que juntos, todos los pueblos del mundo, y usted, triunfemos por la justicia ambiental en todo el mundo.
I want to ban on all nuclear testing, which causes radiation in the salt that grows our food for human consumption.
In my just world, all mothers would be respected for their labors and their labors would be shared.
In my just world, there would be no police state and there would be restorative justice for everybody.
In my just world, an audience that looked like you and thought like you would be the norm and not the exception.
In my just world, everybody will get their crop out.
In my just world, there is no imperialism.
In my just world, bunnies and dinosaurs will get along. 저는요, 12년 전에부터 민족학교에서 활동하기 시작했습니다. 저는요, 보수 승객장에서 12년 동안 활동했습니다.
So I've been with the Bus Riders Union for 12 years now.
한국에서 제가 꿈이 있었어요. 미국에 내가 우리 아들한테 가면은 세계 여행을 하고 싶었어요. 그런 꿈이 있었어요.
So I had a dream before I came to the U.S. I wanted to come to the United States and travel the world with my sons who are here.
세계 여행하면 다민족 다문화 언어도 배우고 남의 음식 문화도 배우지 않아요?
So I wanted to meet people of all cultures, all races, and just experience a lot of different
그렇게
people.
그런 꿈이 이루어졌는데 지금 미국에 가서 우리 가족을 찾았는데 6.25 때 다 돌아가셨어요. 60대에 돌아가셨어요. 60대면 청년입니다.
And so,
새파란 청년이에요.
but my other dream was to come to the United States and to be able to cross the border to go to North Korea and reunite with my family who I was separated with after the division of the peninsula. I achieved that dream, and I went to North Korea, but I found out that my parents and all my siblings had died in the Korean War. And my parents were only 60 years old.
그리고 통밥을 하고 제가 LA로 다시 왔습니다.
So I left the North Korea and I came back to the U.S.
와서 제가 돌아오면서 아주 내가 건강할 때 살아있을 이 사회를 위해서 좀 좋은 일을 하고 싶었습니다.
So I thought to myself, while I'm still healthy and while I still can, I wanted to do something for the greater social good.
그래서 이번 기회에 제가 부족하지만 나이도 제일 많고 나이 90이고 이 사람들이 20대 30대인데 나이도 제일 많고 내가 부족하고 그런데 이 무대에서 연극을 한다는 게 너무 영광스럽고 감사했습니다.
So although I might have a lot of shortcomings and I'm the oldest person here, it was still an honor to be able to participate in this theater program.
이번 기회에 제가 공부를 많이 했고요. 많은 것을 배웠습니다.
And so through this opportunity, I was able to learn a lot.
그런데 북한에 있는 가족은 이렇지만은 이 연극을 통해서 우리 청년들을 만나서 아주 동지, 패밀리, 빅 패밀리게 됐어요.
So although I might have lost my family who was in the north, I was able to find another kind of family through this environmental justice project, especially through the youth that I met.
그래서 아주 갑자기 하루 아침에 부자가 됐어요.
And so I just felt like I just became so rich.
감사합니다. 먼저 얘기하자. 옛날에는 노래를 좀 흉내는 냈어요. 흉내는 냈지만 이제 나이도 먹고 천식이 있어요. 천식이 있어서 노래는 잘 못하지만은 좀 불러보겠습니다. 기억해 봐주세요.
She's saying that a long time ago she used to have a really great voice, but as she got older, she also got asthma as a part of, coming to LA, which speaks a lot of the air pollution problem. So she said, please watch with a lot of compassion.
스마일 노래.
Do you know the song Smile?
스마일 노래를 하시는 분은 그냥 가사는 몰라도 그냥 멜로디로 호밍으로 따라 해주세요.
We're gonna sing it in Korean, so even if you don't know the words, just hum along. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. 걱정을 모두 벗어버리고 Smile, smile, smile. 장미꽃처럼 반짝 웃어요. 세상 즐거워. Smile, smile.
Oh, yeah. I feel so proud right now.
To be a resident of Los Angeles and to have facilitated this program with such amazing people who live in our city, and to have you all join us. I want to give a moment to have each of these people introduce themselves to you, and we'll do it from that mic. Lourdes, do you mind grabbing that one? And I think what is so remarkable about this group, we've worked across 3 different languages, as you can see. And our youngest member is 19 and our oldest is 90. So I want them each to introduce themselves.
Ok, antes que todo, gracias a todos por haber venido y por haber participado un rato agradable con nosotros, ya que nuestro mensaje era primordial y todos somos uno y todos somos en especial. Mi nombre es Lourdes, yo soy miembro del sindicato de pasajeros y les deseo una hermosa y bonita tarde.
My name's Gabriel Strakota. Thank you all for being here tonight with us. And yeah, I'm an organizer with the Labor Community Strategy Center and the Bus Riders Union.
My name is Keandre Bell Washington. I'm very humbled to perform in front of you guys. It's my first performance in 3 years. I'm an actor, writer, poet, and community activist.
Hi, my name is Rogelio, and I'm the smiling dancing machine.
Good evening, everybody. First of all, I want to thank you for coming on such a short notice. My name is Jose Francisco de Los Angeles, and not Pancho Lopez.
First of all, I'd like to honor all of you for coming to see us. You know, y'all really made us feel good. And I feel great. My name is Shepard Pettit, member of the Bus Rider Union. I've been a member for 17 years.
Hello, I'm Cynthia Ruffin. I am a social justice theater activist, and I'm very glad to be here.
Hi, my name is Chrissy. I'm a graduate student at UC Santa Barbara, but this is much more fun than writing a dissertation.
Hi, my name is Brian, and thank you all for coming out.
Hi, my name is Steve, and I'm a member of the Bus Riders Union, and also thank you for coming out and enjoying our humble performance.
Mi nombre es Rogelio Mayora, pertenezco al sindicato de pasajeros. Gracias por haber venido a ver una obra única.
Hi, my name is Karma Aguilar, and I live in East Los Angeles, and thanks for having me.
Hi everybody, my name is Rich and I'm an actor, writer, and thank you all for coming.
Soy una organizadora en entrenamiento con el sindicato de pasajeros y es un placer tenerlos aquí a todos. Gracias.
버스 승객탑에서 11월간 활동한 크라마 김입니다. 감사합니다.
That's my sister and I'm single.
안녕하세요. 저는 이본지라고 합니다. 저는 O형인 토끼띠입니다.
Great. So there's a lot of people saying it is not easy. This is an individual artist in residence grant, but I could have never pulled this off alone. So I'm gonna read some thank yous, and then we're gonna eat some food. So just ask for your patience. So we acknowledge all the people who would help. We have some volunteer photographers today. Bangbai, Jorge, Julian, my friend Mike is helping us film. I want to thank this beautiful space, the William Brandt Still Art Center, which is located next to a party, which I thought was amazing. Betty, Anna, Shag. I'd also like to thank Councilman Herb Wesson's office. Originally, when I applied for this project, we applied in the Kiwa space, which disappeared after they lost their space, and I wasn't sure where to do the project. And I called every space I could find, and the council district pointed me to this space. So thank you. My friend Nancy for doing graphic design. I would also especially our lifeblood here are the translators. So I need to give a super translator when I applied for this. So I budgeted like $50 or something miserable, and I realized it was actually really expensive. And so I'm really glad that we had bilingual people who are part of this project, bilingual folks. Gabriel has been just amazing. Rogelio, Jose Francisco has helped. Brian, we found out, spoke Spanish, and we just threw him into it. Steven and Karma, Kitsia, and I got them all, yeah? Okay, and, but, whoa! Oh, hello, sorry! It's like brains. Okay, and Gunji. And we have all these volunteer translators. Really cool that their names up. Miguel Morales is here, is working below rate. Thank you for putting right here, Sunny Cho, Yuhan Kang, and my friend Esther Moreno. But thank you so much. Let me think. Okay, and I especially want to thank the Bus Riders Union because I could not have found these people. They offered space, they offered people power. They helped me figure this project out, and you're probably wondering, well, how do I get involved with the Bus Riders Union? And I wanted Rosalia, one of the senior members at the BRU, to come up and very, very, very briefly tell you about the BRU. And then we're going to eat, I swear, but you just have to hang tight and give this man your time.
Buenas tardes a todos. Les voy a contar una cortita historia de nuestra sindicato de pasajeros que lucha por los derechos civiles y la justicia ambiental.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Rosalía Mendiola, and I'm going to tell you a little short story about the Bus Riders Union that fights for environmental justice and civil rights.
De acuerdo al título sexto de la Ley de los Derechos Civiles de 1964, llevamos a la Corte a la MTA, a la poderosa MTA, y le ganamos y firmamos un decreto por 10 años y ganamos para todos ustedes 1 millón de horas en nuevos servicios, pero...
So, we took the MTA to court, the powerful MTA, using the Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, and you know, we won 1 million hours of bus service back for you all, and a consent decree for 10 years,
Pero lo más importante de esta victoria es que anteriormente, cuando iniciamos la lucha, todos los autobuses de la MTA eran de diésel, el que más contamina. Y ahora, gracias a nuestra lucha, todos los autobuses son de gas natural comprimido. Quiere decir que todos los habitantes del condado de Los Ángeles ahora viven una vida mejor de calidad.
Before, all the MDA buses were diesel buses. Now they're CNG buses because of the victory of the Bus Riders Union. All of you have a better quality of life.
La victoria fue de 2.7 billones.
The victory was of $2.7 billion
Pero,
buses.
pero desafortunadamente el gobierno cambió las reglas y ahora no se puede llevar a la corte a ninguna oficina gubernamental.
But unfortunately, the government changed the rules, and now we can't sue any governmental agency.
Y la MTA poco a poco ha venido destruyendo nuestra victoria y nos ha recortado líneas y horas. 1 millón de horas, imagínense 1 millón de horas.
And the MTA little by little has been taking back the victory that we got and taking back 1 million hours. Imagine 1 million hours of bus service.
Ahora no se puede llevar a la corte a ninguna oficina gubernamental. Ahora vamos a dar un paso más adelante y vamos a tratar de llegar con el señor presidente Obama, para que si él tiene mucho, dice que es presidente de todo, entonces él es el único que puede firmar una orden ejecutiva para regresar de poder llevar a la corte a las oficinas de gobierno.
So So since we can't sue anymore, we're going directly to President Obama because he's supposed to be governing for everybody, right? And we're gonna ask him to make an executive decision to make sure that we get the right to sue back.
Así es de que esperamos que alguno de ustedes si quiera colaborar. Tenemos el teléfono área 213-387-2800 o mis compañeros del sindicato de pasajeros pueden tomar notas y pues nos obligan a irnos a las calles otra vez porque, escuchen, los asuntos no se ganan con los mejores abogados, se ganan en las calles.
The movement that we're building, come speak to the organizers and members of the BRU, and remember that the struggle is not won through nice lawyers, it's won in the streets.
Right.
So we are setting up the reception right now. I want to, while we're setting up the reception and getting your stomachs ready, we have time for a couple of questions you have. I want to bring up my good friend Serena. This is a real attorney, everyone. She's an expert on environmental justice. So if you have any questions on environmental justice, we can take 2 or 3 questions and then we'll let you all just ravage the food. Or questions for
the cast, or just reactions or anything, we are happy to take them, and then it's chow time. So, Serena, you wanna say hi, Serena? This is a real attorney, everybody. Any questions about this? Or you're all in shock?
You guys must have questions for the bus riders union.
Don't be shy. In all languages. Take a look. Yes, in the back.
All of those awesome plastic bag costumes you guys.
The plastic bag costumes we put together in one evening rehearsal earlier this week. Oh, you know I didn't thank my interns, Jeezoids. It scrolled too fast. The iPad scrolled too fast. Oh my God, they worked so hard. Evan was like a little sweatshop, just hiding and whatever. They've been so amazing because I could not do all this work alone, but they were so helpful. Made this, did you see the signs in the street? They helped make those. So, other questions? Repeat performances. This is it. Soak it in, unless you got the money to bring us out, because we don't work for cheap, do we? We are expensive. Our tech writer is very long. Yes.
Thank you.